Burn Live. Welcome to the Thursday edition of the Burn Live channel. Y'all know what goes down on Thursday. Saw what's going down on Thursday. Cop Cam Thursday. It's going down. We're going around the USA learning and understanding the situations. So, ladies and gentlemen, what amazes me is when we get cop cams of celebrities. I'm really not into celebrity live, so you know what I'm saying. I'm not really looking like, oh my God, what a celebrity done, what have a celebrity done. But when celebrities break news and they break way. And I do remember hearing this story. I didn't do too much investigation into because I didn't think nothing of it. I'm not gonna lie. Tiger Woods. I didn't think nothing of Tiger. I didn't think this was gonna be a big issue. I didn't think there was really um, anything behind it. Hey, Tiger went out, did his thing. It was a little disruptive, whatever. Bay, bay. Was I wrong? So, to speed y'all up on what happened and what's going on, I'm gonna put the news coverage on, and we're gonna break it down so we can understand what happened.
Story of the day with the new body cam footage released of Tiger Woods last Friday. This was moments after the crash. He was being interviewed by the police, and then we saw Tiger Woods in a whole other element later on in the video as well. But we are getting some new details regarding what happened just moments after this crash as well. So let's bring in right now TMZ's Michael Babcock. Always great to have you on here. You guys are doing a great job since the story broke last Friday. What's the new details that you guys have right now?
Hey, Mike, thanks for having me. Tiger Woods called President Donald Trump from the scene of the rollover crash. And before he was arrested for DUI, of course, but literally, Mike, from the scene in Jupiter, Florida, he makes the phone call. So the crash happens, police arrive, they are assessing the situation. And there was a point where they had allowed Tiger Woods to sort of roam around the scene, and he had his phone on him. And it was all quite a distance, like, and one of the officers calling Tiger back, hey, come stay by us. And Tiger says, I'm sorry, I'm just talking to the president. And look, obviously Tiger Woods and Donald Trump have a friendship that goes back many years. They are close friends. And if I had the president's number, I probably would have called him from the scene too.
Yeah, it does. And this one, now when we were able to really rip forward now and backwards at this, that's the reason why when we saw President Trump speaking off Air Force One last Friday, he seemed to already know about the situation.
Mike, that's been my exact thought too. One of the first things I thought when we found out that he had in fact made this call was, okay, now that makes sense that the president was very aware of what was going on at a time when
Tiger Woods was in a car accident.
And Mike, when we look at this video, everything really changes with the composure of Tiger Woods when we see him without the sunglasses on. And you're seeing a Tiger Woods that unfortunately, you don't really want to see.
Yeah, I agree. I think you watch when cops first arrive, and he's got the sunglasses on, but he doesn't, to me, seem, we know he wasn't intoxicated because he flew zeros across the board twice on a breathalyzer, but he didn't seem to be impaired. He seemed like he was Tiger Woods. But then when you get that look of him in the one when he does the sobriety test, and then when you see him in the backseat of the police car, Mike, I think then it looks like, okay, his eyes look kind of glassed over. He looks dazed and certainly doesn't look happy to be in the police car, which I understand. But he does look to be impaired at that point, and I think it starts to make sense. Not to say that this is an open and shut case, Mike, because the reality is he's got the breathalyzer for zero, and he never submitted to any sort of blood test or urine test. So they're going to have to go to court and try and prove that he was under the
That's so true to look at as well. Earlier in the week, we found out that Tiger Woods wanted to seek treatment not in the United States.
So Tiger Woods dealing with the police officers got arrested. And that's what brings me to this right here. This coverage of the actual police footage. This is the part where they talking about the court, because she said you're under the influence of some unknown. So we know it's not alcohol. We know it's not weed. But outside of those two normal rounds, we don't know what it is. So we still gonna take you to jail. Still gonna give you some kind of case. Didn't we just talk about this? And y'all go check out the title last night, which I really need to start working on my thumbnails so y'all can understand what I be talking about when I say go check out this certain show, this stuff like this. But the show last night, Good Night Capiche, where we wasted taxpayers' money of calling police on a guy, and yeah, that got blown way out of proportion of an episode, but it was a very good episode. I think it was very educating and stuff like that. True indeed. But this, and just the simple fact that I'm hearing you're under arrest, we're arresting you for under the influence of unknown substance. That's amazing. That sounds like an easy get out of free jail card. But I could be wrong. Typical search, typical time, typical. But yet again, we don't know why we're taking him to jail. And this is where I'm getting into the part where we're wasting taxpayers' money. Now, there were some, let me go back real quick, because there was a cop cam last night I wanted to do so bad. But we kept stalling on this one conversation. So Y'all, last night was Mama Boy. Okay. I hope they ever not go past another Mama Boy expressions. Today, y'all, we're gonna get into some a little bit more um exclusive. A lot more exclusive. This is what I be looking for. But low pursuit. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. This is what we do on Cop Camp. This is how we go chase our victims and understand defund the police or fund the police. That's what's gonna be my Cop Camp thing is about. Should we really be defunding them or should we really be funding them? Let's go.
With each failed attempt to catch it. It's around 6:37 p.m. on October 15th, 2024 in Boston.
So we started in 2024, y'all. This is an old case, but yet again, we got to get into all these cases. I want to break them down. Defund the police or not?
Officers are at this house in Waukesha, Wisconsin, to arrest this 16-year-old suspect, but they don't know yet. Yet someone threatened to help him escape.
So I ain't never really seen them bring the K9 into somebody's house like that. You know what I'm saying? But I guess they was kind of expecting to get this guy on the run. Y'all, please do me one small favor before we get deep into this. Please do me a favor. Hit that like, subscribe button. Do all that YouTube, book, face, Twitch, and Twitter thing. Please do all that. Let's get into it.
Teammates escape, but this isn't his first run-in with the police. The events leading to this arrest began 2 months earlier during their first encounter with him. August 16, 2024, a Waukesha police officer found this teen driving a stolen white 2018 Ford that was taken in a burglary from a garage in Milwaukee. He had dropped off a couple of teenagers at this house before he continued driving.
Yeah, I got one middle life driver, 16 years old. And they're taking a left on South Street from my popular.
While the teen followed traffic laws in the neighborhood, his behavior shifted the moment the officer initiated a stop at the Speedway parking lot after backup arrived.
Boy, ready to take y'all on one.
Brandon Swan, pursuit. Summit.
Decent little neighborhood.
Stopping. Look up.
That boy got little, gone, out of here, disappeared. We're looking at 1, 2, 3. We see 4 houses, 5 houses, almost 6. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I see almost 6 houses. You know what I'm saying? But shit, gone. Black hoodie, can't find them. Damn.
To the court here on the job. The assistant placing look at 460. That one.
Now this is where I know canines are good for what they're good for, but this is more where you need a hound dog. Hound dogs seem like are more efficient for cases like this. That's why when they do search and rescue of missing bodies, what dogs do they use more? Hound dogs, because hound dogs have a stronger sniff and smell of fragrance of body odor and stuff like that. They probably would sniff them out by now. Got them good. Got them. Okay.
As officers scrambled to locate the suspect, another officer headed to the house where the teens were dropped off, hoping they could provide information to speed things up, but getting straight answers from them proved anything but easy.
Now, listen to what he said. We at the suspect where they first encountered the person and asked him where he go. Now, how are they supposed to know? Did he make a left, make a right?
Somebody got dropped off. Was that you? No. Hey, who got dropped off?
We don't even know who we got dropped off, y'all.
So there was a car?
Blurring out because this kid is a lot of innocent people. You don't want to put innocent people on screen. But you're asking specifically certain people. And I think the other people that are so-called in the way needs to be able to move out the way.
They were my body. Who gets to go on? Us? Or my parents get here, if you don't mind. Why are you trying? I didn't say it was before you asked me. Yeah. You know, anybody, you want my report for my first changed. I said, and,
On the other side, officers were still searching for the team, but even when they spotted it, actually catching it was proving to be a challenge.
Okay. Now, some of y'all are probably thinking this, but y'all not gonna say it. So I'm gonna just say it for you guys that think like this. Is it really logical to have your gun out chasing a teenager? Understandable. You don't know what you're getting into, you know what I'm saying? You're only protecting your life. I get it. I get it. But is it logical to be doing this? That's all I'm asking.
Michigan and Washington, they were to say, Tito Black, I believe two other people in the house, would be at Sherman Corner. They were also in the vehicle. There's also a male white in Martinsville. He was part of 453 walking.
Running with that gun slowed his ass down.
Right now. If somebody's back 453 walking, go there. Let me see your ass. Give me more.
As tension and confusion started to build at the other location, a few of the teens finally began to open up and share some information.
This person that's fleeing from us and is now running through the evidence. Oh, yeah. You will check the basement if you want. I don't think it's here right now. I'm just saying they're in the real story. No, they will open it up. One of our officers saw a vehicle pull up here, bunch of juveniles got out of the car and ran up to this building, and then he ended up taking off. So we're trying to find him and figure out what's going on. And it's like a brother or something, family members. Well, I'm gonna let all of you guys know that this thing happening at my house, but you better start flapping $15 for the cops. I don't care whose brother it is, or what it is, take all of you, because I have none of this in my house. So none of you live here, so y'all go goodbye.
Wow. That is more what needs to happen. Right there. I wish Kick Ass Nick was here. Kick Ass Nick, like that's what needs to happen. That's what we're talking about when we're talking about needs to go down, needs to be broken down, needs to be discussed, and get them juvenile kids up out of the community so his juvenile delinquents don't spread them out. Now them other kids up there are not thinking, damn, I want to be like him. Look what all the cool stuff he just got away with. No, they like, dang, he really get in trouble. All of this, police officers, mama kicking. Yeah, you need that. I need that.
You for sure need to stick around. She doesn't do that. Well, I still need to know where over here. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, where that? I brought that was stolen.
Damn. Truth comes out. Look at it. Now you want to defend him. Now you want to defend him. Now look. I'm glad kick ass Nick ain't here. So you know a person. So that little person right there with the shorts, whoever that is, boy or girl, I'm not sure what that is. Person, child, is defending the person that ran away, obviously. So we need to get at that person.
I'm not gonna do it. I was getting picked up because I was gonna go hang out. Yeah, right.
Officers finally had the teen's name they were searching for. And as they widened their search through the neighborhood, they focused in on a garage they believed he may be hiding. Come on, right here.
It's the guns out for me. But yet again, he give me a. Y'all probably figuring out why the guns are. So I've got. I hope they all got tasers out. We're gonna assume they got tasers out.
He's in the foot by the left. Let's go. You want right? You guys run it off. Hey, he it's gotta be. I want somewhere. Wait. That's right. Go back. Let's watch that. Or, that's right. Okay. I don't think that's behind you, but we'll.
Back at the scene with the teens, the officer gathered more details about their involvement once one of the parents showed up to pick them up.
They come together with the I don't want these little kids here no more. Go to work, I think my taxes out. I want to know. Okay. Okay. That's what I'm trying to figure out because I'm also girlfriend is not the breaker. He's involved. He was in a storm vehicle with, oh, so is that in the park? So our officers saw him pull up here, they all jumped out. Yeah, that's, I told.
Who is to blame for kids not having nothing to do in the community? He don't want to be a football player. He don't want to play baseball. He don't want to do hockey. He don't want to go to science convention centers. He don't want to do the Boy Scouts. He don't want to do no trade. He don't want to do no out of town thing. Who fault is it that kid wants to be a GTA delinquent and ride around and think that he can do what he wants to do? Who's at blame? I didn't think so. Y'all, this is sheesh. Let's get to the good part.
By then, the team at the other location had tried every tactic they could think of to get the team out of the garage, but nothing had worked. Let's give it back. So, where we're building, they were all on that line.
Look at all that money for a juvenile kid in school that should be in school, a juvenile kid.
The team eventually prepared to wrap up, but decided to check the basement of a neighboring property one last time before calling it a day. Over at the other scene, officers managed to get the suspect's phone number along with contact information for his family from his girlfriend. For the next 2 months, investigators used GPS data and cell phone tower pings.
2 months?
Family members, including his mother, said they didn't know where he was and shared that he hadn't been home in a long time. But after 2 months, the team statement of someone in the team's family revealed his current location, and this time, as he attempts to evade arrest once again, officers are determined not when he'll be without taking him into custody.
Look at all this they're going to get this boy. Sound like we got a track runner. Sound like he should be running track somewhere, getting a scholarship to Stanford, Florida State, Michigan somewhere, where he should be trying to go to the Olympics somewhere. Cause sound like he a fast runner. Sound like he can jump fences. Sound like a nice track runner to represent America. This kid should be.
Officers fan out in the neighborhood and secure the area. Residents also step in to help as teams continue running through their backyards, but it only complicates matters.
Just shake your head no, like delinquent. And he still getting y'all problem.
Just as the officers started to help with the dogs and pick up the teen scent, treating them alone, they've been desperately waiting for them.
They had to take him to the hospital.
The team finally under arrest. The 2-month search comes to an end as he's taken to the hospital for treatment of his wounds. Officers search his backpack and find a loaded firearm, a magazine containing several rounds, and a vape that later test positive for THC. Put back in the hospital as a detective.
Well, that understands why they was running around with pistols instead of more out and tasers. That's sad. Cop cams are already showing you why we definitely need police officers in our neighborhoods. We can't live without them. But plan. All the stories ain't gonna be exciting. All the stories ain't run. I just want to cover these cases to show you to fund them or not. If they're that bad, they're that bad. That's that bad. Or waste of taxpayers' money. This is a non-ending story. There's more stories to cover. I'm gonna do more stories. Stay tuned, stay tuned, stay tuned. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Anytime that you're watching this, I appreciate you hanging out with me.